Like Billy Bremner, Norman Hunter was at Elland Road throughout the Riviera. Norman bites your legs Hunter, as the banner said at Wembley. Another rugged customer.
I think Norman Hunter was on a better sort of atmospheric way of playing football, in the way that he had two other hard men in midfield with him that you was going to rely on. And I think that must be very encouraging, because if you're not going to do it, they're going to get onto you and say, sort yourself out, which needs, in every football match, that's what it needs. If you need to pick someone up, but the art of it is knowing the characters of the other players. It's no good screaming at one player if he can't take that. He might need encouraging. So you've got to know how to get about it. And I think it was a big contest at Leeds with Giles, Hunter and Bremner to be the toughest. But, I mean, I'd love to have played like that with two other lads that were very messy, as we say.
When he says messy, he means that if Hunter missed a tackle, it was obvious for all to see. Examples coming up of what appear to be bad cases of mistimed challenges rather than deliberately malicious attempts to injure an opponent. That one was on Vic Hallam in the 1973 Cup final. Next on the receiving end, Alan Ball, also in a Wembley Cup final. This one was rash enough to earn a place in the referee's book. Chelsea's Steve Kember got nailed by the unrushing Hunter as well, but he knows the difference between a friendly tap and a savage foul. Hunter also had his moments in an England shirt. This one was none too pleasant, but he was restricted to 28 caps by the brilliance in his position of a certain Bobby Moore. Hunter was in fact a member of the Shadow World Cup winning squad of 1966, and his talents had many admirers.
I want Norman Hunter in there because I feel that the Poles will want pressurising. I want Norman Hunter there for his strength. And I'll show you exactly what I mean by Norman Hunter in midfield.
Yes, old Cloughie knew there was more to Norman Hunter's game than just misjudging the odd tackle. This little montage is quite surprising evidence of how good a footballer Hunter was. Come on, Dennis Stewart, he couldn't get it right all the time. And actually there was one rather nasty moment in that 1973 Cup final against Sunderland when Norm arrived a little later than expected. But his old boss, Don Revie, was well aware of the strength that Norman Hunter brought to that dominant Leeds side of the 60s and early 70s.
Every team had its hard men, you know, Nobby Stiles, Tommy Smith at Liverpool, Dave Mackay at Tottenham, and we had Norman Hunter. But I don't think we had any harder men in our team than a lot of other First Division teams. I think we had players who could play when it mattered, and they could play hard when it mattered.
Hunter was voted PFA Player of the Year in 1974 by his fellow professionals, the first ever winner of that award. And he was known for his reliance on his left foot. Coming up, though, a beauty of a goal at West Ham, remarkable for the fact that it was struck with his right. And now one of his two goals for England, this one against Wales with his more conventional left foot.
Bell. This time it's Hunter. That left foot, and he left straight goal.
Norman Hunter, one of the unluckiest players in the world for me, Norman Hunter, because he was a lad that missed only 10 matches in 10 years for me, and you got the same performance at the Norman Hunter for 42 matches a season. He never used to drop his performance. It was always a level of about 85% every week, every year for 10 years. He could read the game well. Didn't get the credit for the skill he had. Great left foot. He'd get in behind Terry Cook and chop it off and knock it up to Eddie Gray or Billy Bremner or Johnny Giles and say, go on, go at them. And he would sweep up behind Jack and everybody and just did his job nice and quietly.
Broken. And up goes Charlie Cook. And in goes Hunter like a tank.
As we've seen, old Bite-Your-Legs always let the opposition know he was around. But despite his lapses, he was a member of the first Leeds team to win the League, the FA Cup, the League Cup and the Intercities Fairs Cup. His career ended with a highly impressive list of credits.